lab who's always hungry, like every lab in the universe. If she thinks she's going to get fed, she starts spinning madly and gets very worked up. I thought this was just her love of food, but I'm now wondering if this is a form of anxiety. She's very itchy, and I think it could all be connected with her food anxiety. Could you please give some advice? I have done your touch medicine, but we'll do another course for her. So labs do tend to be kind of excitable. And they do tend to have what I call an arousal bias, in that a little bit of excitement takes them right up to very high levels of arousal, and they can get very crazy very quickly with that. So all of the interventions, the therapeutic relaxation, touch, all of those things can help. Another thing that you might want to think about is putting her on the lead before you start doing anything that's going to make her think like she's going to get fed, so that you can say, whoa, no spinning, stop, so that you've got more containment and more control over her behavior. So that's one thing that you could do. If she's very itchy, then you need to deal with that, because I found out at a conference I went to recently, a veterinary conference, one of the veterinary behaviorists was talking about itching, problems in humans where they have itching. If it goes on beyond a month or so in humans that they have itchiness, it's best practice to put that human on antidepressants, which, if I had itchiness, I might choose not to go on antidepressants, but I think it's a reflection of just how profoundly being itchy can cause anxiety and depression in animals. So very, very important to do everything you can working with a holistic vet to deal with the itchiness. And we might take the one about intentional touch down towards the bottom there with the HSC3. So I do a lot of intentional touch with my dog. Is it possible I'm causing another problem, as she has become very needy with wanting touch and pawing or barking at me for more? So it's not the therapeutic touch that's the problem there, in my opinion. What I think the problem there is that you don't have clear, healthy expression of boundaries around personal space with your dog, which is something that is part of what I teach in the whole energy body balance, body work training. So, humans in general are really, really terrible at expressing healthy boundaries around the human's personal space with their dogs. Almost universally, humans have no clue about doing that at all. And it actually makes, if you want to be a benevolent leader for your dog, then you need to have your dog respecting your personal space, so that you can say, well, I'd like you to stay out of my personal space at the moment. Thank you very much. And your dog calmly and happily respect that. Now, I have a whole little practice that I teach people around this, where I teach them how to teach their dog to stay out of your personal space when you ask them to, with verbal commands and body language. And often we see really big improvements in anxiety when I teach people how to do this for their dogs. Because another reason for anxiety is that the human's not stepping up as the benevolent leader, and therefore the dog is trying to fill that leadership vacuum, is what I call it. And that significantly adds to the dog's anxiety in the household.
Moving to a new home can be an exciting experience, but have you ever moved with your dog? If you are a pet parent, you may have noticed that moving can be a traumatic experience for your pet. Dr. Edward will share some helpful tips for calming your anxious pet when moving to a new home in the next video.